9 expelled UP Congress leaders have written to Sonia Gandhi asking her to rise above the affinity for the family they call Parivar Ki Moh and lead the party by establishing mutual trust and restoring constitutional and democratic values. The letter comes days after a similar one challenging the Gandhi's management style, calling for a full-time visible leadership and proposing sweeping organizational changes, including elections at every level. Now, two prominent UP Congress leaders, Jitin and former UP Congress chief Babbar, who recently signed that letter seeking leadership changes in the party, have not been announced as part of the poll panels that have just been released. In fact, it is Salman Khurshid, the senior Congress leader, who will head a team that will draw up the Congress manifesto ahead of the assembly elections in UP. 2 years to go, and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, who's in charge of the party in UP, has already started setting up teams. Sources in the party have said, however, the ones who signed the letter have been left out, as we mentioned, Jitin and Babbar. Let's go across to Sunil for more on this. Sunil, give us more details and any sort of reactions in UP. Firstly, you have these 9 expelled leaders writing to Sonia Gandhi, and then Jitin and Babbar left out of these committees the committee that has been formed.
Well, there seems to be a pattern. Clearly, those who have been letter writers have been left out, be it in the Lok Sabha Parliamentary Party rejig that took place, where we saw the elevation of Mr. Gaurav Gogoi. Both Shashi Tharoor as well as Manish Tiwari were given the cold shoulder. And it's in the same backdrop now that we have seen in the Uttar Pradesh Congress, those who dissented have been left out. Whether they will get a position later once they show loyalty, because the elections are 2 years around the corner and it's a long road ahead. But definitely Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, who has been given General Secretary in charge of Uttar Pradesh, wants to ensure that the Congress gives its best shot and tries to revive the Congress party there during these trying times and see if there is a chance. Because after the pandemic, there's been a big shift in the way politics has been run, in the way politics has been conducted. Both the BSP as well as the SP, according to the Congress, have outsourced themselves to the BJP, and as we are well aware, the Yogi government has been found wanting, be it on law and order and as well as on a number of fronts. So definitely the Congress trying to make a big breakthrough. Whether they really succeed or not is a matter of time. But definitely those who have been letter writers have so far been kept away. Whether they will be able to prove their loyalty and get back in the good books is something that we'll have to wait and see in the coming days.
All right, Sunil, thanks so much for joining us with those details. Now